Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And already we're underway here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. And he goes cross-field. Matson. And Upamecano. Brahim Diaz. He's done very well to take that back. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And it's Cucurella. That'll be a throw. And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
And as you can see, we've already started here.
It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
Now it's Thuram, and it's Bruno Fernandes. And here's Mbappe. And that is expertly dealt with. Pinches it off him. Haaland. Well, that pass isn't the best. And he's intervened well there. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
It's very hard to miss this guy, Haaland, when there's all 6'4" of him. A player with great football pedigree in his family, remembering his father played in the English top flight. The most talked about man in football. He's really one of a kind and marauds his way around the pitch.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches.
Thuram.
Greece have got it back and they'll have another go. Good ball, good take. And he's had it nicked away. And it's Rice. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Thuram. Can he get on the end of this? That has ended up in no man's land. And here's McKennie. Engages and forces him off the ball. Looking for a runner. Pass somewhat off target. Forwards and with intent. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's got away. Incoming to terrific header. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Out for a throw. Chow. No, that's been intercepted. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. McKennie. France trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Bruno Fernandes.
Greece certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And it's Salah. Now, can they get him away? Takes a shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Haaland is herring after that one. Now it's McKennie. Can he get it through? It's a promising position. Thuram. Salah. Played out wide. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Gone behind for a goal kick. Hakimi. And it's half-time here. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we're underway again.
Greece can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Looking to play him in. He has a look up. The referee has given a corner. Corner number 2 then. Van Dijk is there and he can get that clear. McKennie. Now Mbappe. And this is Mohamed Salah. McKennie. Oh, well played. It's a searching pass. Quality ball. And he was quick to react. Hakimi. Time and again they are repelled. Oh, can he get onto this?
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Mohamed Salah with the foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
France clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Very nicely done. Mohamed Salah receives it in a good position here. Thuram! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Thuram really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Mohamed Salah, he has found the way through. In towards the backs, big header! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Thuram is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 11.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
À leur place, le numéro 7. Le numéro 9. Changement en cours.
Kubo threads one in. And he's there to belt it away. McKennie. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Greece are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Shot a goal! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 6. Le numéro 18. Le numéro 10. À leur place, le numéro 15.
Thuram
le numéro
looks
22.
to get on the end of this.
Le numéro 14. Attention,
Belling.
changement.
Aimed beyond the defence. Matheus Cunha. No, he's not going to get any further than that. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And that's going to be a booking. He's on it. Can he get away? And he's being shifted off it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And the shot! Just not quite happening for him just now.
France really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Alexander-Arnold goes short. Cross into the box. And he's taking no chances there. Stood up well to him there. And he's picked it up out wide. Bellingham. Oh, smashing off the post.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Matheus Cunha tries to pass it through. Hakimi promptly onto that, and that is that. Thuram is onto it in a flash. Looking for options for movement. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And he cuts out the supply. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Into the channel. Spread neatly. He's being urged to shoot. Corner it is. France have their second corner now. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. Cross flung in towards the middle. Oh, he's been caught napping. France have their third corner. Real chance! Really well taken goal. 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. 2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Shot could be on, and he's managed to get free. Kubo.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
There will be 4 extra minutes. Haaland might just make this. Matheus Cunha. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. He's been taken out. Could that be a penalty? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score.
And that may well be that. That is that. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And it's Cucurella. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Threads one in. Oh, played through for the wide man. Van Dijk cuts it out. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe touches it back. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Barella did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Thuram. Hakimi played into space. That has been cut short. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Thuram. Hakimi with the slide tackle there. Pass somewhat off target. Partey. Mbappe chasing after it. Not the most convincing of passes. It's a really well-measured ball. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Mohamed Salah picks it up out wide. The ball goes in. And that's the keeper's ball. Fofana gets over and intercepts.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Shot could be on. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Floated through. Thuram. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Cucurella. Gets a good foot in there. Hakimi. Nicely shaped ball. That has not gone well. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Barella. That's tidy. Mbappe. This looks promising. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
"30 minutes gone. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Keeper's got good distance on that. Xiao.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
And it's Bruno Fernandes.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Lofted in, bullish header! Goal! France! And France are in front! Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And that's it. And thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Chers spectateurs, je vous invite à consulter l'écran pour retrouver les horaires des trains au départ des grandes lignes.